What if I told you the problem isn't that you don't make enough money, but that your brain quietly resets the finish line every time you get closer? Think back for a second. A few years ago, you probably had a number in your head, a magic salary, the point where life would finally feel easier. Less stress, more air to breathe. Maybe it was $60,000, maybe $70,000, maybe six figures. You told yourself, once I get there, I'll be good. Fast forward to today. You worked harder, you climbed the ladder, you upgraded the apartment, the car got nicer, the dinners got more expensive, and somehow, the stress stayed. In fact, if you're honest, it might feel worse now. More responsibility, more pressure, more to lose. And here's the scary part. Your brain is already whispering the next number. If I just hit $100,000, if I just make a little more, this isn't because you're bad with money. It's not because you're ungrateful, and it's definitely not because you're lazy. What you're experiencing has a name. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's called the hedonic treadmill. The idea is brutally simple. Humans adapt. Fast. Something good happens. A raise, a new car, a better lifestyle, and your happiness spikes. Briefly. Then your brain resets normal. Psychologists have been studying this since the 1970s. Lottery winners, accident victims, promotions, financial upgrades. Same pattern, different people. One famous study found that lottery winners weren't significantly happier a year later. Some even enjoyed everyday life less than before they won. That's not a money problem. That's a brain problem. And here's the kicker. Your brain runs this same program on every raise you've ever gotten. That salary that felt incredible in January? By summer, it's just your salary. The car that made you feel successful? Give it a few months. It's just transportation. Your brain isn't designed to stay impressed. It's designed to adapt and want more. And the data backs this up. Emotional well-being rises with income, but only up to a point. Adjusted for today, that comfort ceiling sits somewhere around $90,000 to $100,000 a year. After that, the gains shrink fast. Doubling your income doesn't double your happiness. Sometimes it barely moves the needle. And yet, your stress often doubles anyway. This is where lifestyle inflation sneaks in. Quietly, politely. Disguised as I deserve this. More money comes in. Expenses expand to meet it. Better rent, nicer car, more subscriptions, more convenience spending. And suddenly, you're making more than ever, but breathing less than before. That's why over half of people earning six figures still say they live paycheck to paycheck. At some point, this stops being an economic issue and becomes a psychological one. So, what's the solution? Never want more? Live like a monk? Reject ambition? No. The real shift is learning to want intentionally, not automatically. There's a massive difference between upgrading your life because it aligns with your values and upgrading because that's just what people do. The treadmill runs on autopilot. It tells you more equals better. It's lying. You don't win by running faster, you win by changing the rules. One powerful rule: anchor your lifestyle. Decide in advance how much of every raise upgrades your life and how much buys your future freedom. Another shift: spend less on things and more on experiences. Experiences last longer in your mind. They're harder to adapt to. They become part of who you are. You are not your car, you are your stories. And finally, stop optimizing only for money. Start optimizing for time. Money spent disappears. Money invested buys your future hours back. That's how you step off the treadmill, not by killing ambition, but by redirecting it. The treadmill isn't evil. It's ancient software running in a modern world designed to exploit it. You're not broken, you're human. And being human also means you can choose differently. Enough is a number, not a feeling. If this changed how you think about money, hit subscribe and stick around. We talk about money the way most people are afraid to.